Yes, sir.
I have already started recording it.
Yeah.
జనాలు
Start.
తగ్గినట్టున్నారు 13 ఉన్నారు.
I
డైలీ
think
ఎంతమంది వస్తున్నారు?
20 plus ఉంటారు, sir.
అవునా? ఓకే.
Maybe they might start little late.
No problem.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hi guys. Today we'll start with ratios and proportions topic. Okay, and followed by tomorrow we'll go with ages. Okay, by tomorrow we'll max complete our topics. Just a minute. Let me share the screen. Yeah. Guys, can you please confirm me whether you can able to see the screen or not?
Yes,
Yes,
we can.
sir.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Without any delay, we'll start our class now. Okay. Our new topic is ratios and proportions. Okay. Yes. By the way, first we'll discuss about like what exactly the ratios and what is meant by proportion, what is meant by ratio and all. Okay. Today we'll solve some basic questions on ratios and proportions, and followed by tomorrow we'll go with problems on ages. I hope you might have heard about problems on ages concept. So problems on ages concept is the continuation part of ratios and proportions, and I can say that problems on ages is the one of the concept in ratios and proportions topic. Okay, so it is very important concept. Okay, so first if you want to solve problems on ages, first you should understand what exactly the ratio and what exactly the proportion, and at least you should have some basic idea about ratios and proportions. Okay, so that's the reason today we'll start with ratios and proportions, and there are some cases where you might get direct questions from ratios and proportions, not on ages. Okay, so first we'll discuss about ratio, and we'll try to connect this word, okay, in our general in our I mean like where we use in our general life. Okay, in our day-to-day life, let's say ratio is the word like most probably we can connect with IPL betting. Okay, so if you consider we will give the ratio for CSK and Mumbai Indians, we will give the ratio for okay RCB and Mumbai Indians and all, like people used to talk in cricket betting and all. Okay, the word ratio, what exactly the word ratio means here? Okay, simply we can say that ratio is nothing but compare. Okay, comparison of two teams. If you talk about IPL teams, a comparison of two teams. Okay, based on the prediction they will give the ratio in the betting, right? And in a similar way, when we connect the same point to the topic, okay, ratio is nothing but comparison of, okay, comparison of two quantities, we can say. Okay, comparison of two quantities. Okay, now let's say when we're talking about comparison of two quantities, is it exactly correct when we give the statement like comparison of two quantities is called ratio means? Okay, I would say it is not exactly. Okay, because let's assume, okay, when you're trying to compare two quantities, let's say I'm considering there are two persons. Okay, let's say person A and person B. Now I'm just taking the ratio between A and B. One person weight I'm comparing with other person height. Can you guys respond for this? Can I do this? Can I compare one person weight with another person height? Is it possible?
No,
Is it
sir.
possible? No.
Yes.
Obviously, it is not correct. Now, when we're talking about ratio means comparison of two quantities, I would say that it is not exactly correct. So, because weight is one of the quantity and height is one quantity. So, if you're talking about comparison of two quantities, I would say it is not correct. Now, can you tell me what might be the correct definition for that? I cannot
When
compare.
they are having the
Comparison
same
same
units.
content.
Yes, very good. Okay, so I cannot compare height and weight. So now what I can do is, okay, I can just modify the definition a little bit. Comparison of two same quantities. Okay, comparison of two same quantities. Now what I can do is, okay, I can compare weight with weight, or I can compare height with height. Okay, now let's see, whatever the definition we give, is it exact? Now comparison of two same quantities is called ratio. I have one more doubt. Okay, now as I said, we can compare two weights, right? Now I'm just taking again one more example. Just listen carefully. Okay, A and B are two friends. Now what I'm doing is, this person weight and I'm comparing with another person weight. Okay, so both are weights. Now can I compare this person weight in terms of kgs to this person weight in terms of grams? Can I compare? Can I take the ratio one person weight in terms of kgs and another person weight in terms of grams? Can I do this?
No, sir.
No, very good. Because here, when we're talking about same quantities, here if you observe kgs and grams, these two are same quantity because both are weight. We are talking about weight. Okay, but still I cannot compare one person weight in terms of kgs to another person weight in terms of grams. Now, if you want to frame a proper definition for ratio, you can just make a note what exactly the meaning of ratio is. I can say that comparison of two similar quantities. Okay, comparison of two similar quantities having same units is called ratio. Okay, having same units is called ratio. This is very, very important. Okay, most probably people will think that comparison of two quantities is called ratio. You should say proper definition for ratio. Comparison of two similar quantities having same units is called ratio. If somebody said a comparison of two quantities, you might ask the question, can I compare the weight with height? No, obviously no. Okay, now people will start saying comparison of two same quantities is called ratio. Now again, you can ask one doubt. Okay, because you are talking about same quantity, I can take same height, okay, or same weight. Okay, now tell me, can I compare, okay, kgs with, okay, kgs with grams? Obviously people will say no, it is not. Okay, because both are same quantity but with different units. So what exactly the ratio is? Comparison of two similar quantities having same units is called ratio. Even you can compare. Okay, you can take an example of height also. Can I compare height in terms of feet? Okay, basically we used to compare like a person's height with feet, right? Okay, 5 feet or 6 feet or 5.5, 5.7, like that. Can I compare one person height in terms of feet to another person height in terms of centimeters? Obviously no. If it is centimeter, both should be centimeter. If it is height, sorry, if it is feet, both should be feet. Okay, so this is how we can compare. Now I hope you all understand what exactly the definition of ratio. Okay, when someone asks what is meant by ratio, you can simply say that ratio is nothing but comparison of two similar quantities having same units is called ratio. Okay, did you get the definition of ratio now? Everybody clear
Yes,
about the
yes, sir.
definition? Yeah. Okay, now we'll just try to move for the next point. Okay, now we all get to know what exactly the definition of ratio. Now let's say it can be expressed as, okay, how would we represent ratio? Okay, I can say that ratio can be expressed in terms of either a is to b, or I can also say that a by b, both are correct. Okay, this is the representation of a ratio. We can represent as a is to b or a by b. Now I'll just ask you one question. Okay, like we call this particular ratio. Okay, we will give some names to these a and b. Okay, can anyone knows about this? Let's say if we talk about a by b, if it is a fraction, we used to call this as numerator and this as denominator, correct? Okay, we have one particular name for these particular values. Okay, numerator and denominator. And in the same way, even for ratios also, we call this with one particular name and b with one particular name. Can anyone know about this? If you know, can you give a try? Even if it is wrong, no problem.
Antecedent, consequent.
Yes, very good, exactly. Okay, A is called antecedent and B is called consequent. Okay, in ratio can be expressed as A is to B, A is called antecedent and B is called consequent. So A is to B can also be expressed as A by B. As just now I said, okay, A is to B, we can say that A ratio as A is to B or A by B. Both are correct. Okay, we can only compare quantities of similar. Just now already we discussed the same point. Okay, so what exactly the ratio is? If remember guys this point. Okay, what exactly the ratio is? Comparison of two similar quantities having same ratio is called, sorry, having same units is called ratio. It can be expressed as A is to B or A by B. Okay, now let's start solving some basic questions from ratio. Can you try this question and tell me what exactly the answers for this? This is very basic question. Yes, you guys already knows that if you are done with the answer, you can post it in the chat box. Yes, very good. Okay, 208 and 728. Yes. Okay, very good. Okay, now the same case, if you have to divide a number, so this number has to divide, okay, into two terms, but make sure that A will get and B will get in this particular ratio. They have clearly mentioned that A and B should get in the ratio 2:7. So you can say that, okay, total, if you observe, total we have 9 parts. 9 parts value is 936. You will get each part value is 104 rupees. So each part value is 104, then two parts value is 208. Okay, so if they ask what will be the share of A, it will be 208. And if they ask what will be the share of B, you can say that on out of 936, if A gets 208 rupees, then obviously remaining amount, who will get? Obviously it is B. Okay, likewise, even you can say, and also you can also do this method. Okay, what will be the share of A means A share will be 2 parts out of 9 parts. Okay, so 2 by 9 out of 936. What will be the share of B? Okay, what will be the share of B means B has 7 parts out of 9 parts. Okay, into 936. Even you can do it in this particular way also. Okay, so this is how we can solve. And next one, can you try to answer this question? If A is to B, these are basic questions, guys. If you are done with these, if you are clear with these basic questions, okay, so we can go with next level of questions. Okay, first we should be perfect with this. If A is to B, yes, 2 is to 3 is to 7, I'm getting answers. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Here, A is to B. Okay. And yeah, very good. Everybody is posting answer. 2:3:7. Very good. Nice. Correct. Okay. Now let's see. Let me explain you fast because almost everybody knows about this. Okay. Let's say A is to B is 2:3, and B is to C is 3:7. Okay. A is to B is 2:3. B is to C is 3:7. Now, if you want to find A is to B is to C, obviously just remember in A is to B and B is to C, we have B common. And if you observe what will be the number for B, here 3 and here also 3. Okay, we have a common number for B, okay, which is nothing but 3. So obviously I can say that A is to B is to C is 2:3:7. Don't multiply or add anything. Okay, actually B value is same. Okay, everywhere, like in A is to B value is 3. In B is to C, B value is again 3. So I have taken that B is obviously 3. So A is to B is to C means 2:3:7. Okay. Now here we have directly considered that B value is same. Directly we have taken 2:3:7. What if B value is not same? Okay. How to solve those type of questions? Okay. Yes. Already this one done. Yeah. Next one. Can you try to answer this question? Almost same, but just only values got changed. Okay. 10 is to 15 is to 21. Yes, very good. Okay. Now let me explain this question. Okay. If A is to B is 2 is to 3, B is to C is 5 is to 7. Okay. When you want to find A is to B is to C, okay, just listen here. A is to B is 2 is to 3, B is to C is 5 is to 7. Okay. Now there are different ways to solve this question. Okay. Let me explain you one by one. Okay. I can solve these type of questions in three different methods. Okay. So everyone listen carefully how to solve these type of questions. Okay, now here b value is not same, correct? When b value is not same, I cannot take b value is 3 or b value is 5. So what I can do is, so I should make this b value same. Okay, here one is 3, one is 5, right? So how to make it b value same? So obviously this number multiplied with 5 and this number multiplied with 3. If you observe, okay, now I have that new ratio a is to b is to c. Can you tell me after multiplying with 5 and 3, this will become 10 is to 15, and this will be 15 is to 21. Why some people might be getting doubts, sir, why you have multiplied these values? Means just to make that value be same. Okay, so if you observe here, 10 is to 15 is to 21, so the final ratio is 10 is to 15 is to 21. This is one way of solving, like after multiplying with 5 and 3, these ratios will get changed. Okay, so we have to consider the new ratios and we need to take the same value for b. And is there any other alternate method rather than multiplying all these methods? Means yes, of course. Okay, we have a simple way to understand. Now a is to b is to c. Okay, a is to b is 2 is to 3, b is to c is 5 is to 7. Now if you want to find a is to b is to c, just listen guys. Okay, so we call this approach as like top and bottom approach. First you have to start from 2. Okay, so 2 is the first number that should get down. Okay, so top and bottom. Okay, if it is a top number, it should get it should come to the bottom, and if it is a bottom, and it should go to the top. Okay, so 2 into 5, what is 2 into 5? 10. You should write it here. Now we are at 5 now. Okay, now we are at 5. Now we are at the bottom, so we need to go top. So this is the top number. So you might get in doubt, like, sir, already 2 is in the top, right? Why can't we go back? Means already 2 is visited, so you cannot revisit again. Okay, so 2 multiplied with 5 is 10, 5 multiplied with 3 is 15. Now we are at 3, that 3 should multiply again, it should come bottom. Okay, so which is nothing but 21. This is one way of solving. So 10 is to 15 is to 21. Yes guys, I'll give you one question. A is to B is to C. Just give a quick try and you should answer it less than 10 seconds. Okay. 5 is to 3, 2 is to, let's consider 2 is to 9. Okay. Can you tell me A is to B is to C ratio? Fast. 10 seconds.
10 is to 6 is to 27, sir.
Yes, very
10
good.
is to 6 is to 27.
10 is to 6 is to 27. Very good. So this has to be multiplied with 10, 6, and 27. Very good. Okay, well done. Now, can I ask you one more question in a similar way? I'll give you one question. Okay, if you want, you can try. If A is to B is equals to 3 is to 5, B is to C is equals to, okay, 2 is to, let's consider 2 is to 3. Okay, C is to D is equals to, okay, let's say 4 is to 5. I want a is to, sorry, a is to b is to c is to d is equals to how much? Okay, do it and post your answers. See, whatever the method you know, you can apply it, no issues. But can you tell me answer in the chat box? What will be the a is to b is to c is to d? I just increased one more ratio. I just wanted to select how you people will solve these type of questions. Yes, I got one answer. 24 is to 40 is to 60 is to 75. Okay, Joel posted answer. Okay, just we'll wait for some time and we'll see what is correct answer. Remaining people, I hope you guys are trying. Only one answer. Yeah. Okay, guys. See here, people will might get confused. Okay, when we have more than two ratios. Okay, so I got one more answer. 3 is to 10 is to 12 is to 15. Okay, let's see. Okay, people might get confused about like when we have more than two ratios, and I'll just tell you one simple trick. Okay, you just understand this trick, you will answer whatever the question. Okay, from now whatever the question you will get. Okay, like even if I'll give not only A is to B is to C is to D, if I'll give A is to B is to C is to D is to E is to F is to G is to H, whatever, how many alphabets, even if you take 26 alphabets also no issues. Okay, so you can answer it in, okay, so as fast as possible. Okay, so just try to understand this trick, and this is a universal trick, and you can apply this trick for even two ratios, three ratios, four ratios, five ratios, more than that. Okay, now what you have to do is first, everyone observe clearly here, and if you apply the same top and bottom approach, okay, some in between, like you will get some confusions like what to do that. Okay, so this is another method, another shortcut. 3 is to 5, B is to C is 2 is to 3, C is to D is 4 is to 5. Okay, so I'm just writing whatever the ratios given in the question. A is to B, 3 is to 5, B is to C, 2 is to 3, and C is to D, 4 is to 5. Now what is the simple way is everyone will understand this method easily. Okay, so what we have to do is whatever the empty spaces you are observing here, try to fill those empty spaces. Here I can observe two empty spaces in the first row, C and D, and in the second row I can observe one empty space here and one empty space is here, and in third row I can observe one empty space here, one more empty space is here. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to fill all these empty spaces. Okay, you might be getting doubts, sir, what numbers we have to fill. Okay, so very simple, guys. Okay, those empty spaces you just need to look for left side or right side, whichever the numbers which are nearest to that empty spaces you have to fill with the same numbers. Okay, let's say these are the two blanks I'm observing here. So right side there are no numbers, and left side I have 5. So I need to fill these numbers with 5 only. Okay, now in the second row, okay, these there is one number to the right side of this particular blank. It is 2. I am observing nearest to 2, so I'm writing with 2. Can you guess what this blank should get filled with?
3.
Yes, very good, 3. Now what about last two blanks? Can you give me the number, which numbers I have to fill? Yes, 4 and
4.
that's it. That's it. Just you need to fill the blanks with nearest numbers. That's it. Okay, we are done with the shortcut. That's it. Okay, what you need to do is you just need to multiply with these numbers. Okay, so here 3 to the 6. Okay, 6 4 is 24. Okay, now 5 to the 10, 10 4 is 40. Okay, 5 3 is 15, 15 4 is 60. Okay, what is 5 3 15? 15 5s. Okay, we can say that 75. Okay, is there any numbers that can get cancelled? Means obviously I cannot see any numbers because this is an odd number, this is an even number, so it will not get cancelled with any other numbers. Okay, so this is the final ratio. That's it. Okay, let me check in the chat box. Anybody posted 24, 40, 60, 75? Yes, very good. I got one correct answer from Joel. Nice, very good. Okay, guys, did you understand this logic? Very simple, guys. You just need to write all the values and fill the blanks. That's it. Okay, with the nearest numbers, multiply all these values, and don't forget these numbers should get multiplied. Okay, and don't get confused and don't add all these numbers. Okay, you should multiply the values. Okay, guys, are you clear with this logic?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll ask you one more question. Okay, by taking four ratios. Okay, let's say there is one question here. Yeah, you should answer this. In 1 minute, you have to answer this question. No. You guys are posting entire ratio. First read the question. I want only answer for the question. I don't want entire
30,
ratios.
50, 40, 60, sir.
Yes, I do. Yes,
1:2,
obviously.
sir.
Yes, very good. Okay, so getting answer is not a big deal, but understanding question is very, very important. Okay, they are asking us to find the ratio between A and D. Okay, they are not asking us to find entire ratio. So here, the same thing you can follow, but you just need to observe A is to B is to C is to D. Okay, here uh, they're asking us to find the ratio between A and D, right? Here the A value, okay, here the A value we have 3, okay, is to, here the D value we have again 3. So 3 is to 3. Can I say that it is 1 is to 1? Is it correct? If I take 1 is to 1, is that correct? Because by directly by considering A value is 3 and D value is 3, okay. Okay, so A value is 3 and D value is 3. Can I take like this 1 is to 1 ratio?
No, sir.
No, we
No,
should
sir.
not consider. So we have to follow the same logic. Okay. Now listen. Yes, whatever the ratios you said is exactly correct. Okay. So A is to B is 3 is to 5. B is to C means 5 is to 4. C is to D means 2 is to 3. So here if you observe A is to B is to C is to D means first we have to calculate those. Fill the blanks here. Okay. So these numbers will be filled with 5 and 5. This number with 4 and this number with 5. I hope you all are clear why I am writing all these numbers, right? So nearest values. Now you have to multiply. Just you can only multiply A and D, that's it, because we need to find only A and D ratios, right? So 5 3 is a 15, 15 2 is a 30. These two, we don't want these numbers. Don't waste time calculating B and C on them. Okay, 5 4 is a 20, 23 is a 60. So we got to know A value and D value. Now you have to find what will be the ratio between 30 and 60. Obviously, you will get to know it is 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is exactly correct. Okay. Now, if I give A is to B is to C is to D is to E also. Okay, you should follow the same approach. Okay. Hope you guys are clear with this logic, right? Any numbers?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next type of questions. Okay. Yes, this answer will be yes 1 is to 1. Yeah. Yes, we have solution also for this actually. Okay, so not required exactly, but you just try to understand. Okay, irrespective of the answers what you have seen. Okay, don't bother about which one is correct. You just give a try and whether you will just see whether you will get the same answer or not.
ఊర్లో ఉన్నారా ఏ ఊర్లో ఉన్నారు ఇప్పుడు నాకు నైట్ ప్యాంట్ మంచిగా తీసుకుంటా గుర్రాన్ని ఫోటో దిగారట
Okay.
560.
Yes, Hardik, you have posted one message in the chat box. I have a doubt in previous question. You can unmute and you can ask what is your doubt. No issues. Yes. Meanwhile, whatever. Okay. We have B value as 5 as common. Yes, if B value is same in two ratios, you can take the same thing. But the point here is why I followed this particular approach is Okay, but C and D are different. Okay, if you can make that C also same by multiplying with one value, okay, even you can add the ratios directly. Okay, if B values are same, you can do it. But why I multiplied? Oh, sorry. Why I have did the same process is the only reason is, okay, B values are same but not C values. Okay, that's the reason. Again, why to get messed with all the calculations and all. So I did the simplest way. Okay, if you want to consider if B values are 5 and 5, okay, if you want to take it as the same, you can directly take it. You will get the same answer, no issues. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, yeah. Guys, let me explain this question. Okay, the ratio of the number of 50 paise coins and 1 rupee coins with Ramya is 7 is to 10. Okay, Ramya is having 50 paise coins, 50 paise coins and 1 rupee coins. 50 paise coins are there and 1 rupee coins are there in the ratio 7 is to 10. Okay, so means what exactly the meaning of ratio means? Okay, if Rami is having 7 coins of 50 pies and she is having 10 coins of 1 rupee coins. Okay, if she is having 70 coins of 50 pies, obviously she is having 100 1 rupee coins. Okay, whatever it is, the ratio should get multiplied with the same number. Okay, not the single value, entire ratio should get multiplied with the same number. Okay, now very simple, guys. Now they have given one important condition here. If the value of 50 pice coins with her is 280 rupees, if the value of 50 pice coins with her is 280 rupees, I'll just give you a small example. If you have 10 rupees with you, only 50 pice coins, okay, can you tell me how many 50 pice coins will make you will make that 10 rupees? If you have 10 rupees with you,
20,
only
sir.
50 paise, yes, obviously 10 rupees if you have with you, obviously I can say that 20 coins, only 20 coins, okay, 20 coins 50 paise. Okay, now if I have 280 rupees, obviously I should get 650. Okay, it's quite double. Okay, 560 coins I should have to make to balance that 280 rupees. Now I indirectly they mentioned that, okay, Ramya is having 560 coins of 50 pies. Now how to make this 7 to 560 means I should multiply with 80 because 7 8 is 56, one more zero. Now this entire ratio should get multiplied with 80. Obviously, how many 1 rupee coins are there? I can say that it is, okay, 800 coins. Okay, are you clear with this? Very simple. The value with her is 280 rupees with only 50 pice coins. Then obviously, okay, how many coins are there means 560 coins should be there to balance to make it 280 rupees. Okay, on the same logic, I multiplied this entire ratio with, okay, 80. So I'll get to know that 1 rupee coins we have is 800. Okay, are you done with this? Shall we move on to the next
Yes.
one? Yeah. Okay, 800 is correct. Okay, this is 1 is to 2. Yeah. Can you tell me answer for this? Yes, Vijay posted it 24. Okay, very good. The ratio of the ages of Abhishek, Bala, Chitra, and Deepak is 8 is to 10 is to 7 is to 9. Yeah. The oldest person is 9 years older than the youngest person. Find the age of Abhishek. Okay. Let's say Abhishek, Bala, Chitra, and Deepak. There are 4 friends. Okay, we already knows that ratio of their 4 friends 8 is to 10 is to 7 is to 9. Okay, by looking at these ratios, we will get to know that who is the eldest person and who is the youngest person. So obviously, the person who is having the, I mean, highest value of this ratio will be the eldest person. Okay, he is the eldest or oldest, whatever we can say. Okay, and youngest is C. Youngest is C because he is having the less value in the ratio. Okay, now what they are saying is the oldest person is 9 years older than the youngest person. Okay, so oldest person is 9 years older than the youngest person. Now I can say that this oldest person is how many parts more than the youngest person? I can say that 3 parts more than the youngest person. Now these 3 parts will equals to 9 years. So if 3 parts is equals to 9 years, each part value 3 years, I can say. So we will get to know that each part value is 3 years. Now the age of Abhishek is 8 parts. So 8 is a 24. Each part is 3. So 8 parts 8 is a 24. So answer is 24 years. So this is how some basic questions based on ratios. Okay, and if you are clear with this, even the same concept will continue for the problems and ages. Okay, so problems and ages and all like we'll discuss in tomorrow's class, and first we'll complete some more basics of okay, I mean ratios and proportions. Okay, why did we make it into 3 parts? Okay, let me explain this. See, guys. Okay, one question I got it in the chat box. Okay, why it is 3 parts means see ఇక్కడ మీరు ఒక్కసారి అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకోండి. ఇక్కడ ఏమన్నాడు అంటే ఓల్డెస్ట్ పర్సన్ ఈజ్ 9 ఇయర్స్ ఓల్డర్ దాన్ ద యంగెస్ట్ పర్సన్ అన్నారు. అంటే ఎవరైతే ఏజ్ లో ఎక్కువ ఉంటారో వాళ్ళు ఏజ్ తక్కువ ఉన్న వాళ్ళకంటే 9 ఇయర్స్ ఏజ్ ఎక్కువ అని చెప్పాడు. ఓకే, ఓల్డెస్ట్ పర్సన్ ఇక్కడ ఓల్డెస్ట్ పర్సన్ ఎవరంటే ఎవరికైతే రేషియోలో ఎక్కువ వాల్యూ ఉంటుందో వాళ్ళు ఓల్డెస్ట్ పర్సనే కదా. ఎవరైతే రేషియో తక్కువ ఉంటుందో వాళ్ళు యంగెస్ట్ పర్సనే కదా. మరి ఓల్డెస్ట్ పర్సన్ యంగెస్ట్ పర్సన్ కంటే 9 ఇయర్స్ ఎక్కువ అన్నాడు. నేనేం చేశానంటే ఆ ఓల్డెస్ట్ పర్సన్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో ఓకే అతను రేషియోలో ఎంత ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాడో చెక్ చేసుకున్నా. రేషియోలో 3 పార్ట్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాడు. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ 7 పార్ట్స్ ఇక్కడ 10 పార్ట్స్ కదా, అంటే 3 పార్ట్సే కదా ఎక్కువ. సో రేషియోలో అయితే 3 పార్ట్స్ ఎక్కువ, అదే ఏజ్ లో అయితే 9 పార్ట్స్ ఎక్కువ. రెండు ఒకటే కదా. ఇక్కడేమో రేషియో అని తీసుకున్నాం, ఇక్కడేమో ఏజ్ తీసుకున్నాం. అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను 3 పార్ట్స్ వాల్యూ 9 ఇయర్స్ అనుకుంటే ఈచ్ పార్ట్ వాల్యూ 3 ఇయర్స్ అవుతుంది. అప్పుడు ఈచ్ పార్ట్ వాల్యూ 3 ఇయర్స్ అయినప్పుడు ఓకేనా మనకు కావాల్సింది అభిషేక్ ఏజ్ కాబట్టి 8 పార్ట్స్ వాల్యూ 24 అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా హార్దిక్, డిడ్ యూ గెట్ ద పాయింట్ వై 3 పార్ట్స్? ఎందుకంటే ఏజ్ డిఫరెన్స్ అన్నాడు కాబట్టి.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with yes. Okay, this question. Actually, I'm not displaying the solution. I'll share this PPT if you want. You can go through its solutions later. Okay. You guys can give a try for this question. Yeah, you can ask. What is your doubt? One more doubt. Meanwhile, remaining people, you can give a try this question. Once if you are done, you can post your answers in the chat box. In the same question, if we compare the Abhishek's age, it would be 2 parts. ఇక్కడ అభిషేక్ ఏజ్ కంపేర్ చేయొచ్చు, 2 పార్ట్సే ఉంటుంది డిఫరెన్స్. బట్ అక్కడ ఏమన్నాడు అంటే ఓల్డెస్ట్ పర్సన్ ఈజ్ 9 ఇయర్స్ ఓల్డర్ దాన్ ద యంగెస్ట్ పర్సన్ అన్నాడు. ఇక్కడ వెరీ సింపుల్ హార్దిక్, మనకు మొత్తం 4 రేషియో తెలుసు. ఓకే, సమ్ 8:2, 10:2, 9:2 సంథింగ్ అట్లా రేషియో ఉంది. ఆ రేషియో ఏవైతే వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయో ఆ వాల్యూస్ లో ఎక్కువ పార్ట్స్ ఎవరికి ఉన్నాయో చూడు. ఓకేనా, సో ఇక్కడ అన్నాడు కదా రేషియో, ఇక్కడ రేషియో ఇచ్చాడు. ఈ రేషియోలో ఓకే A:B:C:D కదా. మనకు 8:10, 7:9. ఈ నలుగుట్లో ఏజ్ ఎక్కువ ఎవరు అందరికంటే పెద్ద అంటే ఆబ్వియస్ గా బీనే కదా అందరికంటే పెద్ద రేషియోలో. ఓకేనా, అందరికంటే చిన్న ఎవరు? వాల్యూ రేషియోలో పార్ట్స్ ఎక్కడైతే ఏ పర్సన్కి అయితే రేషియో చిన్న వాల్యూ ఉంటుందో అతనే కదా యంగెస్ట్ పర్సన్. యంగెస్ట్ పర్సన్ అంటే అందరికంటే చిన్న. ఓకేనా, ఇక్కడ ఏనా అభిషేక అందరికంటే చిన్న చిత్రాన అంటే ఆబ్వియస్ గా చిత్రానే కదా, ఎందుకంటే చిత్రాకు 7 పార్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. అందుకు వీళ్ళిద్దరి మధ్య డిఫరెన్స్ తీసుకోవాలి. అక్కడ ఏంటి, యంగెస్ట్ పర్సన్ అంటే అందరికంటే పెద్ద, సారీ ఎల్డెస్ట్ పర్సన్ అంటే అందరికంటే పెద్ద, యంగెస్ట్ పర్సన్ అంటే అందరికంటే చిన్న ఏజ్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు అని. అందుకు వీళ్ళిద్దరి మధ్య తీసుకున్నాం. ఓకేనా, అభిషేక్ ఎందుకు తీసుకోకూడదు అంటే రీజను ఓకే అది అర్థమైందా? యా, You guys can try this question. Okay, we got 60. ఓకే ఆన్సర్ లేదన్నమాట అయితే. జోయల్ ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ బాగా ట్రై చేయి. ఫర్ యువర్ ఓకే కన్వీనియంట్ ఐ ఎలిమినేట్ వన్ ఆప్షన్. ఓకే, ఈ ఆన్సర్ అయితే కాదు చెప్పండి. అలానే ఏదో ఒక ఆప్షన్ చెప్పొద్దు, జస్ట్ మీకు కొంచెం హింట్ ఇవ్వడానికి అంతే. ఆన్సర్ అయితే కంపల్సరీ ఏబిసిలో ఉంది. యూ కెన్ గివ్ ఎ ట్రై. కొంచెం నిదానంగా ఆలోచించండి. 3 ఉన్నాయి డినామినేషన్స్ ఇక్కడ. 1 రూపీ కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. చూద్దాం ఎవరు చేస్తారు. ఎస్, మౌనిక పోస్టెడ్ 170, నందిని పోస్టెడ్ 170. వెరీ గుడ్. చూద్దాం. విల్ గివ్ 1 more minute, ఎందుకంటే ఇది కొంచెం లాజికల్గా ఆలోచించాలి. కొంచెం టైం ఇద్దాం. వెరీ గుడ్. ఓకే, ఎస్, ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఒక 4-5 స్టూడెంట్స్ వరకు అయితే 170 అని పోస్ట్ చేశారు. ఒకసారి చూద్దాం గైస్. ఓకే చూడండి, అంటే మీరు ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేశారో తెలియదు. ఓకే, ఐ జస్ట్ టెల్ యూ. ఓకే, ద సింప్లెస్ట్ వే. ఓకే, కొంచెం సింపుల్గా అర్థమయ్యేదానికి చెప్తాను. ఫస్ట్ విల్ కన్సిడర్ ఏ బ్యాగ్ కంటైన్స్ 1 or 2 rupees ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ 1 rupee, 50 పైస్, 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్. ఇక్కడ బ్యాగ్లో మనకు ఏమేమి డినామినేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి? 1 rupee కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఏ రేషియోలు ఉన్నాయి అంటే ఇవి 3:4:10. అంటే 1 rupee కాయిన్స్ 3 ఉంటే 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ 4 ఉండాలి, 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ 10 ఉండాలి. అది దాని మీనింగ్. ఓకేనా? సో అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇవి 3, ఇవి 4, ఇవి 10 ఉండాలి అని కాదు, కానీ ఓకే ఈ రేషియో ఫార్మాట్లో ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీకు ఒక సింపుల్ క్లారిటీ ఇస్తాను చూడండి. ఒకవేళ 1 rupee కాయిన్స్ 6 ఉన్నాయి అనుకో. ఓకే, 6 అంటే ఇది డబల్ అయినట్టే కదా. అప్పుడు 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ కూడా 8 ఉండాలి. అప్పుడు ఇవి డబుల్ అవ్వాలి. 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఎన్ని ఉండాలంటే 20 ఉండాలి. అంటే ఆ రేషియోలో ఉండాలి అని మీనింగ్. ఓకేనా? సరే, ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే మనం ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ కొంచెం సింపుల్గా ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకోవచ్చు అంటే, ఫస్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఏవైతే డినామినేషన్ ఉందో అవే డినామినేషన్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా ఉంది అని అనుకుంటే 1 rupee కాయిన్స్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి? 3 ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, జస్ట్ ఐఎమ్ అజ్యూమింగ్ ఇట్ యాజ్ అక్కడ ఏవైతే రేషియో ఉందో అదే డినామినేషన్లో ఉంది. ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు ఇదే డినామినేషన్లో ఉంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ నేనేం చెప్తున్నాను అంటే 1 rupee కాయిన్స్ 3 ఉన్నాయి కదా. సో అంటే 3 rupees ఉన్నట్టు, ప్లస్ బ్యాగ్లో 3 rupees ఉన్నట్టు, ప్లస్ 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ 4 ఉన్నాయి. అంటే 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ 4 అంటే 2 rupees ఉన్నట్టేనా? 2 rupees ప్లస్ ఓకే 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ 10 ఉన్నాయి. 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ 10 ఉన్నాయంటే 1 rupee ఉన్నట్టే కదా. అంటే నాకు ఇక్కడ బ్యాగ్లో మొత్తం ఎంత వాల్యూ ఉందంటే నేను చెప్పచ్చా 6 rupees ఉందని. ఓకే, సో 3:4:10 అంటే 3 rupees. అంటే 1 rupee 3 కాయిన్స్ ఉంటే 3 rupees, 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ 4 ఉంటే 2 rupees, 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ 10 ఉంటే 1 rupee అని మీనింగ్. అంటే మొత్తం బ్యాగ్లో 6 rupees ఉన్నట్టు. ఎప్పుడు నేను ఇదంతా ఒక సెట్ అనుకుంటే నాకు 6 rupees. అదే ఒకవేళ నేను ఇక్కడ 2తో మల్టిప్లై చేశాను రేషియో మొత్తాన్ని. ఓకే, అంటే 2తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తాను అంటే 2 sets ఉన్నట్టు. 2 sets అంటే ఆబ్వియస్గా ఏమవుతుంది? 12 rupees ఉన్నట్టు. అదే ఈ రేషియో మొత్తాన్ని నేను 3తో మల్టిప్లై చేశాను అనుకో, 3 sets ఉన్నట్టు. అంటే 3 sets ఉంటే ఏమని 80 rupees ఉన్నట్టు. అంతేనా? ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఇదే లాజిక్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే ఓకే, ఇక్కడ నాకు 2 sets ఉన్నాయో 3 sets ఉన్నాయో నాకు తెలియదు, కానీ నాకు తెలిసిన ఇంకొక విషయం ఏంటి అంటే ఒక సెట్ వాల్యూ నాకు 6 rupees అన్నప్పుడు బ్యాగ్లో మొత్తం నాకు 1 or 2 rupees ఉంది. అప్పుడు 1 or 2 rupees ఉంది అన్నప్పుడు మొత్తం ఎన్ని సెట్స్ ఉంటాయి అంటే 1 or 2/6. మొత్తం చెప్పండి ఎన్ని సెట్స్ ఉంటాయో. 1 or 2/6 అంటే ఎంత?
17 sir.
ఎస్, మొత్తం 17 కరెక్టా? 17 సెట్స్ అంటే మీనింగ్ ఈ రేషియో మొత్తాన్ని 7తో మల్టిప్లై చేయండి అని. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ మనకు అడిగింది ఏంటి, సింపుల్ గా 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఎంతనో అడిగాడు కాబట్టి 10 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఒక్కటి మల్టిప్లై చేసుకుంటే సరిపోయింది. 17 10 ఎంత అంటే 170, అంటే 170 కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఏం లేదు గైస్, మీరేంటి ఈచ్ సెట్ వాల్యూ ఎంతనో కనుక్కొని అంత యాడ్ చేసుకోండి. బ్యాగ్ లో ఎంత అయితే అమౌంట్ ఉందో ఆ అమౌంట్ కి ఈక్వల్ చేసుకోండి. ఒకసారి కావాలంటే ఈ సొల్యూషన్ ఒకసారి బాగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి, మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. ఇది అందరికీ క్లియరా?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే, ఎవరికైనా అర్థం కాని వాళ్ళు ఇంకెవరైనా ఉన్నారా? మీకు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతాను ఇందులో, ఓకే, మీరు చెప్పాలి ఇప్పుడు. ఒకసారి సొల్యూషన్ కావాలంటే చూసుకోండి. ఓకే, మీకు జస్ట్ సింపుల్ గా మీకు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్తాను, ఆ క్వశ్చన్ ఆన్సర్ ఏంటో చెప్పండి. ఈ క్వశ్చన్ అయింది కదా, ఇలాంటిదే లెట్స్ సే ఒక వాల్యూ తీసుకుందాం. బ్యాగ్ లో వచ్చేసి కన్సిడర్ 1 రూపీ కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. నేను ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నా జస్ట్ డినామినేషన్స్. 1 రూపీ కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 25 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఏ రేషియోలో ఉన్నాయంటే 2:3:4, 2:3:4 రేషియోలో ఉన్నాయి. మొత్తం బ్యాగ్లో 180 రూపీస్ ఉంది బ్యాగ్లో. ఇప్పుడు నాకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటంటే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఎన్ని అనేది నాకు కావాలి. ఓకేనా, ఐ గివ్ యూ 1 minute టైం, చేసి చెప్పాలి. మీకు డినామినేషన్స్ రాసినాం, రేషియోస్ అక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేసా, మొత్తం వాల్యూ ఎంత ఉందో చెప్పాను. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు నాకు మీరు చెప్పాల్సింది ఏంటి అంటే నాకు అవి మొత్తం 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయో చెప్పాలి. మేక్ ఇట్ ఫాస్ట్.
14.5 sir.
50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్, నో కాదు. నాకేంటంటే 50 పైస్ కాయిన్స్ ఎన్ని ఉంటాయో కావాలి. ఎస్, వెరీ గుడ్ విజయ్. విజయ్ ఆన్సర్ పోస్ట్ చేశాడు. ఇక్కడ ముగ్గురు ఆన్సర్స్ పోస్ట్ చేశారు 120 అని. ఎస్, వెరీ గుడ్, 120 ఈస్ కరెక్ట్. కరెక్ట్. ఓకే, సో ఇది ఒకసారి మీరు ట్రై చేయండి, కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ మీకు 120 వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా, సో వచ్చింటే వెల్ అండ్ గుడ్. ఒకవేళ రాకపోతే ఆ వాల్యూస్ ఒకటి అట్లా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. అండ్ ఆల్సో ఆఫ్టర్ కంప్లీషన్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ద యూట్యూబ్ లింక్ ఇన్ యువర్ గ్రూప్, రైట్? ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చూడండి. ఓకే, ఒకసారి నిదానంగా ట్రై చేయండి. ఓకే, సో కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ 120. సరే, ఇప్పుడు మనం ఇప్పటి వరకు డిస్కస్ చేసింది ఏంటంటే అసలు రేషియో అంటే ఏంటి, రేషియో పైన కొన్ని బేసిక్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చూసాం. ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ థింగ్ ఈస్, ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ప్రపోర్షన్ అంటే ఏంటో చూద్దాం. ఓకే, ప్రపోర్షన్, వాట్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ మీన్స్ బై ప్రపోర్షన్? వెరీ సింపుల్ గైస్, ప్రపోర్షన్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్, ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ ఈక్వాలిటీ మీకు ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చాను, ఈక్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ 2 రేషియోస్ అని. అంటే ఇక్కడ మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే ఇదొక రేషియో అయితే ఇదొక రేషియో. ఓకే, వీ కెన్ కంపేర్ 2 రేషియోస్ ఇన్ ప్రపోర్షన్స్. అంటే ప్రపోర్షన్ అంటే ఏంటంటే కంపారిజన్ ఆఫ్ 2 రేషియోస్ అని కూడా చెప్పచ్చు. ఓకేనా, సో ఇప్పుడు నార్మల్గా మనం ఎలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తాం, A:B అని ఒక రేషియో, ప్రపోర్షన్ టు C:D అని ఇంకొక రేషియోతో చెప్తాం. ఇక్కడ ఏని మనము నార్మల్గా A:B అన్నప్పుడు ఏని యాంటిసిడెంట్, బిని కాన్సిక్వెంట్ అన్నాం కదా. సో ఇక్కడ మనకు ఇలానే ప్రపోర్షన్లో కూడా కొన్ని పేర్లు ఉన్నాయి. అంటే ఏ అండ్ డిని ఒక పేరుతో పిలుస్తాం, బి అండ్ సిని ఒక పేరుతో పిలుస్తాం. ఐడియా ఉంది ఏమన్నా? ఏ అండ్ డిని ఏమని పిలుస్తాం, బి అండ్ సిని ఏమని పిలుస్తాం అనేసి? ఏ అండ్ డి ఆర్ కాల్డ్, ఎనీ ఐడియా? We called A and D, okay, as extremes, and B and C are called means. Okay, now good పెట్టుకోండి, A and D are called means, extremes, B and C are called means. ఇప్పుడు A is to B ని మనం A by B అని రాసుకోవచ్చు కదా. సో A by B is equals to C by D అని చెప్పొచ్చా? సో A by B is equals to C by D. ఇప్పుడు మనం దీన్ని క్రాస్ మల్టిప్లికేషన్ చేసుకుంటే AD is equals to BC అంటే ఇక్కడ మీకు AD is equals to BC అనే కండిషన్ వచ్చినప్పుడు అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. మీరు ఈ టర్మ్ ఈ కండిషన్ వినే ఉంటారు, ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్స్ is equals to ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ మీన్స్ అన్న కండిషన్ వినే ఉంటారు. ఓకే, సో ఇదే AD అంటే ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్స్ అని, BC అంటే మీన్స్ అని. ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్స్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ మీన్స్. ఇది మన ప్రపోర్షన్ అంటే ఈ కండిషన్ గుర్తుకు రావాలి. ఓకేనా, ప్రపోర్షన్ లో ఇంకొక సెగ్మెంట్ ఉంది, ఏంటి అది అంటే కంటిన్యూయస్ ప్రపోర్షన్ అని. ఓకే, ఈ రెండే మనకు మెయిన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ప్రపోర్షన్ అంటే ఏంటి, కంటిన్యూయస్ ప్రపోర్షన్ అంటే ఏంటి. మీకు ప్రపోర్షన్ అంటే ఏంటి అంటే నార్మల్ గా AD ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు BC అనే కండిషన్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. మరి కంటిన్యూయస్ ప్రపోర్షన్ అంటే ఏంటి అంటే, ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు కంటిన్యూయస్ ప్రపోర్షన్ పేరులోనే ఉంది. ఓకే, కంటిన్యూయస్ అని. ఇప్పుడు A is to B proportion to B is to C, it should get continued. ఓకే, it should get continued. ఇక్కడ మనకు ఎప్పుడైతే కంటిన్యూయస్ ప్రపోర్షన్ అని ఉంటుందో, 3 వేరియబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయంటే ABC 3 వేరియబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయంటే, ఓకే 3 వేరియబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయి అంటే అది కంటిన్యూయస్ ప్రపోర్షన్ అని. ఓకే, నార్మల్ ప్రపోర్షన్ లో ఎన్ని వేరియబుల్స్ ఉంటాయంటే 4 వేరియబుల్స్ ఉంటాయి, ABCD. అలా అయినా మనం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవచ్చు. సో ఇప్పుడు మనకు సేమ్ లాజిక్ మనం అప్లై చేస్తే A/B is equals to B/C. సో ఆబ్వియస్లీ కంటిన్యూయస్ ప్రపోర్షన్ కండిషన్ ఏమైతుంది, B² is equals to AC. దిస్ ఈస్ వన్ మోర్ important condition. Okay, you should remember what exactly the proportion is. If the normal proportion condition is, okay, AD is equals to BC, if it is a continuous proportion, okay, B² is equals to AC. You should remember these 2 points. Okay, so normal proportion means AD is equals to BC, continuous proportion means B² is equals to AC. And simply you can remember, okay, if there are 4 variables, you should use the condition AD is equals to BC. Very simple logic. 4 variables, if you observe, you should use the condition AD is equals to BC. And if you see only 3 variables, you should use the condition B² is equals to AC. Okay, B² is equals to AC. Okay, now let's go with solving some questions. Okay, see whatever the points I have written, they're the same thing. Let me erase this, you will understand clearly. Okay, so these are the points already I have written. So what actually the normal proportion and what actually the continuous proportion is. Normal proportion means you should remember this condition. Okay, very important, AD is equals to BC. If it is a continuous proportion, you should remember this condition, B² is equals to AC. That's it. Okay, now can you answer this question? See, if you observe, what is third proportional to 18 and 54? Here how many numbers involved and how many variables? We can also say variables. Okay, now if it is always remember, A means first proportion, B means second proportion, C means third proportion, D means fourth proportion. Okay, D means fourth proportion. Okay, now what they are asking is, they are asking us to find third proportion. Now you have 2 equations with you. Okay, AD is equals to BC, B² is equals to AC. Now tell me which equation I have to use. AD is equals to BC or B² is equals to AC? Which one I have to use?
B² is equal to
Yes, very good. I have to use this equation, not this, because this equation contains 4 variables. If they are talking here 1, 2, and they are asking us to find third one. So obviously they are talking about it only. There are only 3 variables involved in this particular picture, right? So obviously I have to go with this, B² is equals to AC. And you may have doubt, sir, how can we say that 18? Which value is 18? Either A or B? How we will decide? Means you have to consider in a sequence way. Okay, A means 18, B means 54. Okay, according to the order. Okay, A means 18, B means 54. Now you can apply the same values. Okay, A means 18, B means 54, and you have to find the value of C. Can you tell answer for this C? Yes, very good. I'm getting answers 162. Yes, guys, super. 162 is correct. Yes, correct answer is 162. Just only how to substitute the values and you have to tell answer. That's it. Okay. Now next question. Here they're asking us to find fourth proportion. You should understand which equation is to be used. Either B² is equals to AC or AD is equals to BC. Apply it and tell me answer. Obviously, fourth proportion means you have to find the variable D from the equation AD is equals to BC. Apply it and tell me the answer of D. What's the value of D? Is it 247? Can you check it again? Yes, it is 221, I guess. I think so. Some might be calculation mistake. Check it. See, these are the values. It is A, it is B, and it is C. Okay, A, B, C. Now you have to substitute the values in this particular equation. A is equals to BC. You will get the value of D. D is equals to BC by A actually. Okay, so 13 into 153 divided by 9. Okay, yeah, correct answer is 221. Now, can you tell answer for this? See, remember here mean proportion. Okay, here one value is there, second one is there. Means this is here they are talking about only three variables. So obviously I have to use b square is equals to ac. But understand, if it is a first proportion A, second proportion B, third proportion C, likewise, right? Even if it is mean proportion means you have to find the value of B. Remember this, mean proportion means B. Okay, sometimes they might ask like this also. Mean proportion means you have to find the value of B. Okay, means here we should consider A means 7, C means 63. Okay, you need to find the value of B. Tell me quickly answer for this. Is it B value 441? Are you sure? Yes, I think so. You got B square 441. I want the value of B. So obviously under root of 441, 21. It's very good.
Root 441. Sir.
Yes, exactly. Under root of 441, what is the correct one is 21. Yeah, exactly. I hope you guys are clear with this proportion. See, a normal proportion means you should understand the condition AD is equals to BC. If it is a continuous proportion, you should understand this particular equation B square is equals to AC. Okay, so if they ask you to find what is the first proportion or second proportion or third one or fourth one, and make sure that if they are mentioning this mean proportion, obviously the condition should be B square is equals to AC. Okay, so these are very, very important things. Now, next. Can you try to solve this question? And with this question, like we'll close the session today for ratios and proportions, and tomorrow we'll go with ages. Okay, and the continuation part of this ratios and proportions. We will try to solve some questions based on problems on ages. Did anyone get an answer? Yes, some people posted it as 54. Yes. Okay. Now let's see. Let me explain this. The ratio of ages of Bhavana and Gautam. Okay. Just if you observe, ratio of ages of Bhavana and Gautam is 2:3. Now, Bhavana's present age is 24 years. Now, if you observe, they are mentioning that Bhavana's present age is 24 years. Now, indirectly, they say that two parts is 24, then obviously Gautam age will be 36 years. Can I say that? Because two parts is 24 years, then three parts will be 36 years. Indirectly, they have given that Bhavana's present age and Gautam's present age. And one more very, very important condition, they mentioned that Bhavana, Gautam, and Chirag, the ages are in continued proportion. This is very, very important, and I can say that backbone of the question. Okay, if you don't know how to take the condition for continuous proportion, you will stuck in between and you will never get answer for the final one. Okay, so continuous proportion, if a b c are in continuous proportion, we already know the equation b square is equals to ac. And in a similar way, Bhavana age, Gautam age, Chirag age are in continuous proportion, means can I write g square is equals to bc. Now they are asking us to find Chirag's age. Why? Because we already know that Gautam age and Bhavana's age. So Gautam age is 36. So I can say that 36 into 36, 36 square. Bhavana's age is, okay, 24 into Chirag's age. Okay. So here if you do some calculations, 12 twos, 12 threes are 36, 3 ones, 3, sorry, 2 18 times. Okay, so 18 3 is a 54. So obviously Chirag's age will be 54 years. So guys, this is how, like, these are the some of the important and basics of ratios and proportions. Okay, first you should understand what exactly the ratio is, and the problems we solve, like a is to b is to c is to d, these type of problems. And the problems based on coins, in a bag the total value will be some rupees, okay, which are in the denominations of 1 rupee, 50 pice, 25 pice coins in the ratio. Okay, those type of questions, problems based on coins, these are very, very important on ratios. And when it comes to the point of proportion, you should under only two conditions are there, guys, in proportion. One is normal proportion, which means the condition is AD is equals to BC, and one is continuous proportion. Continuous proportion means obviously you should understand B square is equals to AC. If A, B, C are in continuous proportion, B square is equals to AC. This is the condition that you must remember. Okay, if you remember these points, and almost the basic segment of ratios and proportions is already completed. Okay, now the continuation part of this particular topic is problems on ages. Okay, that we will complete for sure in tomorrow's class. And there are so many shortcuts in problems on ages. Okay, so don't miss the class tomorrow, and most probably, okay, try to join little early. Okay, try to be by yeah, I already shared percentages, profit and loss, coding and decoding, all the materials I already shared in the group, right? WhatsApp group. Monica, are you there in the WhatsApp group?
Sir, we received only percentages and averages, sir.
Okay, you didn't get profit and loss and coding and decoding. Okay, no issues. I'll share it. Okay, I'll share it right now. Okay, even ratios, proportions, profit and loss, coding and decoding, all the PPTs, I'll share it in your WhatsApp group. Okay, now. Okay, in 5 minutes, you will receive it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you all. That's all for the day. You may leave. We'll meet in tomorrow's class. Login.